Good morning. Welcome to Christy's Creative Crew. I'm so happy you came back to see me today. I am your friendly Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here in Hudsonville, Michigan. And I am happy to be starting some videos to show you. The last video that I published on my blog, which is right here, christycreativecrew.blogspot.com. Was this cute little turtle. Isn't that cute? Hope you're back on your feet soon. I just love that stamp set called Back on Your Feet. Perfect for get well cards or thinking of you or whatever. So anyways, I thought all these animals were so cute that I wanted to give it a shot and see if I could make a card for each of these cute animals. So today we're going to work with the little giraffe, and the saying for that giraffe is, "This is not good," K-N-O-T. Isn't that cute? Okay, so this is the card that I came up with, and it is, like, I guess we'll call it a window card. There's no acetate in there, but it pops through like that. This is not good. I love it. So that's what we're going to be making today. The paper that I'm using is from the Dino Days Designer Series paper. Now I went on the back again, and here on the back it tells me that this designer paper coordinates with Flirty Flamingo, Lovely Lipstick, Mango Melody, Old Olive, Pineapple Punch, Pool Party, Pretty Peacock, and Whisper White. These tropical leaves really look like they would coordinate well with our Tropical Chic stamp set and dies. But we're going to use this today. This is the back side with the cute little dinosaurs on it. And I didn't have very many pieces left, so hopefully I won't make any mistakes and we'll be able to do that. We're going to start with a base for our card that is 5.5 by 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4, and this is Old Olive. Our designer paper is cut 4 by 5 1/4, and I'm going to go ahead and attach that to the front of my card. Like so. Now the hole, or the die that I used here, I am using the To a Wild Rose. This is the stamp set, but these are the dies. They're called Wild Rose dies. Now some of these dies are bonus dies. They don't necessarily cut out one of the images on that are on stamps. So we have this great die right here. I'm going to bring in my Big Shot. We're going to cut through 2 layers. All right. I'll make sure I get this nice and straight. How many times have you seen me do something crooked already? Well, at this moment it looks straight. Now, because we're going through the heavy cardstock and the thin designer paper, I'm going to make sure I run it through several times just to make sure it pops out neat and tidy. And there we go. Popped right out of there. So what I have left, because I didn't put any tape on the inside, I only put tape around the outside edges. I now have this piece here with Old Olive and this piece here of the designer paper. I'm going to set those aside, and those are going to be used on a card on another day. So here's our window. Now I'm also taking some Whisper White, this is scrap Whisper White. Excuse me, I'm gonna bring in my Big Shot again. And, oh shoot, let me back up. Get my cute little stamp here. I wanna stamp it first. Stamp before you cut. That's what I always tell everyone, stamp before you cut. Let me go this way. There we go. That way I got a lot of wiggle room. I'm gonna place this like this. Just wanna make sure he's on there straight. Now we'll bring in the Big Shot. There we go. And for some reason, your Stampin' Up! Dies cut better lengthwise. Can you see that? Like that. Maybe that's why sometimes I don't get them quite straight. I don't want my head in the video, but I do want my draft to be straight. And what's cool about this die is there's stitching on it. Isn't that neat? Only on the inside. They did not do double stitching like with our ovals. Or not our ovals, our rectangles. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna just do a quick coloring. One of the new colors, it's not a new color, this color has been with Stampin' Up! Forever and ever and ever, is light So Saffron. I'm using the light blend, So Saffron. It's a perfect yellow for baby cards. And it's softer than Daffodil Delight. And, you know, I don't think drafts necessarily are a bright yellow. So I came in with my So Saffron. And we're just going to go around his spots like that, even though it probably wouldn't matter because when I come in with the brown, the crumb cake, it would easily cover that up. And now this is the Crumb Cake Dark blend. And we're just gonna color in all of his spots. And for that, I'm using the bullet end of the Stampin' Blend. Just for a little more control, I guess. So I would really appreciate it. Oh, here I'm covering up my information again. I would really appreciate it if you would hop on over to my blog and get all the information you need. You can place an order at my online store. If you like what you see, send me a comment. I would really appreciate that as well. Not sure how I'm really doing until somebody gives me some constructive criticism. We'll call it that. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to pull out our Tombow liquid glue. Put some of that on the back. Now with my card closed, you see I'm just going to lay it inside that window. I did not put the glue too close to the edge so as to catch it. But that way my little giraffe shows right through the window. And then when I was cutting out the designer paper, I ended up with little strips like this. So instead of throwing it away, I'm just going to add it to the inside of my card. Now I could add it here, but because we're going to have some place for people to write their name, their greeting, their happy, now it wouldn't be happy birthday, it would be like get well soon, best wishes. Well, anyways, we're going to put that right there. And that measures 3/4 of an inch by 4. And that just happens to be one of the scrap pieces that were left over. So that's cute as is. But now I also came in and to put our, this is not good. We're going to use we are going to use our Stitched Shapes framelits. And I showed you these before. We got the ovals, the squares, and the circles. Each one has 4 different sizes. I'm going to come in with the 2 smallest sizes for our greeting today. We're going to cut, or I already did cut, the lovely lipstick, because remember I told you the colors that coordinate with that designer paper. I cut that with the number 2 circle, and then a white one with the number 1 circle. Now sometimes these look a little chewed up, especially on the white paper, because the white is a little thinner. One tip, if I take the time to do it, is that I could put waxed paper in between the die and the paper, and that helps it to come out a little bit cleaner. So there we go. This is not good. You know what? I'm going to put that up on a dimensional. There's our dimensionals. And a scissors. Cut another piece. There we go. And I'm going to put that up there like that. Now this one here, I'm going to do flat. There, I'm not going to dimension that, or it would be up even higher. But what I don't want is I don't want any glue to show here through the window. So I have to be cautious, and in order to be cautious, I might just put my glue down here on the front of the card. Right about there. This is not good. Cute, right? And how quick and easy was that? Okay, well, thanks for stopping by. I hope you'll come again. Remember, I have these pieces right here that I had left over, and I am sure that I'm going to be using them on a card coming up real soon. So thanks for stopping by. Have a wonderful day.